On to you Cancer Crabs out there. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and you have the Tower. So a lot of you Cancer Crabs were expected from other people to be able to kind of take the nonsense that they were giving out, but you didn't, because, and I'm cutting essentially through a lot of different cards, but you Cancer Crabs have the Six of Cups. Okay, y'all already know what that means. It means that most definitely somebody is coming back that you used to know, that you do know, but you don't talk to them anymore, right? And the reason why you don't talk to them anymore is because you Cancer Crabs effectively stopped talking to them. You valued yourself enough to be able to not want to hang around with someone that all it is that they're going to do is really take you for granted. And a lot of you Cancer Crabs have way more self-respect than that. So the Tower now represents, once you realized what decision that you Cancer Crabs should make, a lot of you realize that, you know, it's time for you to actually leave them alone, because they're not going to do any good to you anyway. And as you'll see in the next couple of minutes, the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords now is about how you walked off. You know, you Cancer Crabs did your thing. You decided to leave that particular situation alone because a lot of you determined it's not worth it. So now, as a result, the Five of Swords is all about how it is that, because you realize that it's not worth it, based upon you'll only be hurting yourself if you were to ever stay with these exes. Basically, they were holding you back. You Cancer Crabs have way more love to offer, right? And way more self-respect than that, than to allow someone to ruin you by getting you to feel like you're trash based, you know what I mean? Based upon absolutely nothing, just a bunch of mind games in the first place. So the Moon, ironically, right, is about how it is that a lot of you probably ghosted them. You know, you probably walked away from them by the way of ghosting them, just decided that you don't want to have anything to do with them, so you just stopped talking to them and went radio silent. And the Devil now and the Lovers, all about how a lot of you Cancer Crabs are living your best life. And what I mean by that is, a lot of you Cancer Crabs do not have to deal with the exes trying to, you know, stress you out every single minute, getting on your nerves, constantly trying to, always bicker and argue with you. A lot of you Cancer Crabs are too smart for that. You've gotten away from these people. You don't want to have anything to do with them. This is the reason why it is that you stopped talking to them in the first place. But the Six of Cups now and the Seven of Pentacles is about, well, the Six of Cups is about how it is that they're coming back to you, Cancer Crabs. They want a second chance. Your exes want a second chance. Regardless of if it's a full-blown ex or if it's somebody that you had some sort of romantic interest in, and for whatever reason it didn't work out, the two of you ultimately, you're going to hear from them again. Now, I don't necessarily see that you're linking back up with them, but what I do see is the Seven of Pentacles. They're talking to you, right? They're coming back groveling, basically. They're talking to you like they want a family. They're talking really reckless or recklessly. And you Cancer Crabs are looking at it like, why in the world, what just happened? You know, like you're completely shocked about this because you Cancer Crabs are like, out of the blue, this person, this ex shows up and they're like, hey, you know, I love you and I want to be with you. This is what they're telling you Cancer Crabs. And now you Cancer Crabs are like just blatantly out of the blue. So let's clarify the Six of Cups. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't be surprised. The Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Wands, Two of Cups, and then the Page of Swords to clarify the Six of Cups. So The Page of Wands and the Five of Cups, like I was just talking about, there's a lot of regret on the ex's side. There's a lot of regret, and that's usually how a lot of people who just play mind games are. But make no mistake about it, your exes or your past romantic interests, if you weren't together with them, they're definitely missing you. You know, that's why it is that they decided to come back. And the Page of Wands is all about how you Cancer crabs are like, why do you want to come back? Why now? Right? You will hear from them. The Eight of Wands and the Two of Cups now is about how you Cancer crabs are keeping it honest with them. Like, look, the two of you could have been in a relationship, but it didn't work out like that because they squandered it. They messed it up somehow, you know. Instead of them know how to play their position and be a good relationship partner, right? A good relationship mate. Instead of them doing that, they want to run around and play all types of mind games with you, which essentially turned a lot of you Cancer crabs off, understandably. So now the Page of Swords here is about you Cancer crabs. They're upset, you know what I mean, at the fact that, you know, you giving them a little bit of trouble because you Cancer crabs are not just letting them back in and say and do whatever it is that they want to do.